Welcome back, Austin. With a few days of school behind us this calendar year, everyone is talking about midterms.
On midterms, it's 20% of your whole grade. That's actually...
Midterms are pretty stressful, it's just like the biggest test of the year.
I'm scared, very scared for midterms. I don't want to take them at all.
I'm feeling really stressed out. I'm a little nervous.
A little nervous, not too bad though. Should be doing fine.
Some teachers were willing to share tips for studying for their midterms.
I think students should remember that it counts as much as half of a quarter. And the older students know they can really raise their grade by doing a good midterm.
So I suggest that my students practice problems. So they need to make sure that they're comfortable doing the problems, they're familiar with them. So practice problems, use the study guide that I've given them, and come and see me for extra help.
Look over the notes that they've taken and their quizzes and tests and go meet with their teachers.
I always say that if it's something that was important enough for me to talk about in class, then it's probably something that's important enough for me to ask about on the exam.
Are you stressed out about studying? Well, Ms. Oz has a breath for that.
First, I would do a letting go breath because there's so much stress that people harbor, so that kind of gets rid of that. And then I would focus in on belly breathing for about 3 belly breaths. And then right before I would start to study, I would do alternate nostril for at least a minute, maybe 2, study, and then kind of go back and do alternate nostril. That also can help you get a good night's sleep. So doing alternate nostril before bed would be a really good idea. And then somebody actually did it today before their test, and I think that that's also a really good suggestion, is right before midterm to do that too.
Here's Ms. Rupley with more de-stressing strategies.
Moving is really important. Get your endorphins flowing. I also think it's really important to decide what you're focusing on. So if you're focusing on being stressed, you're probably going to become more stressed. If you recognize that's all you're thinking about, that you shift your focus. And one of the ways that I like to shift my focus is to a simple practice of gratitude. If you just stop and think about things that you're grateful for, it's impossible to be stressed at the same time. And sleeping. I mean, I know that sounds cliche, but sleeping is so important. Okay, the other thing that I would say is, which I think, again, is super important, is how you talk to yourself. So if you're beating yourself up, if you're saying you're going to fail, then you're drawing really bad energy towards yourself. So you really want to make sure that you're talking kindly to yourself.
Well, that's all for today, Austin. Good luck on midterms.